If you've ever picked up an airbrush and thought, why does this look nothing like what I've seen online? I'm going to need you to watch this entire video because the number one mistake that I see nail techs make when it comes to airbrush has nothing to do with talent. It has everything to do with the one thing nobody teaches. So stay tuned because we're going to get into it. I'm Chloe, 21-year nail tech behind the chair, educator, and the person who rebuilt her course from the ground up because I was tired of seeing nail techs struggle with literally this one thing. Today, I'm going to reveal to you the top 3 things that you can do to clean up your airbrush work, reduce your frustration, and let you know exactly what changes when you do so. The big mistake is trigger control. Wow. Most nail techs who pick up airbrush for the first time just squeeze and go. Then they wonder why the color is uneven, why the colors are bleeding, why it looks nothing like the YouTube tutorial that they followed step by step. Here's the thing. The person that is holding that airbrush has been holding it for years. They know exactly how much pressure, how much movement, and how much distance is required to create the nail art that they desire. That does not come across in those videos. And it's not their fault, and it's not your fault. It's literally something nobody talks about. And honestly, your hand doesn't know that yet. You have not developed that muscle memory in order to get the same type of results that they're getting. It's not your fault, it's a teaching gap. And one of the reasons that nail techs give up on airbrush before they even give themselves a real chance. When I started with airbrush, and I mean really started with airbrush, not just playing around, when I started to try to get the technique, I had the same frustrations. What I did was I didn't quit because I'm not going to let an airbrush beat me, and you shouldn't either. There was a few things that ended up clicking for me, and that changed the whole game. I learned the distance, I learned the pressure. I was really into the mechanics of how this airbrush worked and how it could 10x my client revenue. My sets got better, and my clients noticed it. And I also ended up increasing my prices, not just because I wanted to, because the demand and the skill were both there. Clients were showing me pictures of all the stuff they had saved on their phone, from Pinterest to AI, all of those things. And could I do it? Yes. A lot of it actually incorporated airbrush techniques that I am a master at. And that's what happens when you actually learn airbrush the right way. You increase your skills, you reduce your time, and it generates you additional revenue. Point blank, period. So here are the 3 things that are going to actually change the way that you do airbrush nail art in your salon like today. Number 1 is going to be trigger control. You want to practice it, practice it, and not just all willy-nilly. You want to be very intentful when it comes to practicing your trigger control. Learning how much or how less you need to pull back that trigger is imperative to you actually creating the nail art that you want. To create different depths of design, you're going to need more paint on some, less paint on the other. And understanding that trigger control is literally the most important part of that is going to help you hone in on the technique way better than some of your competitors. Number 2, your paint consistency really does matter. Now, I'm not an acrylic paint and water mixing girly. I do specifically use the One Air airbrush paints. And if I'm going to use an airbrush gel product, I'm going to use the Air Gel by Airtex out of Japan, and you can get those at Nail Libo. I will put the links to all the paints that I use below. Now, the One Air paints do not require dilution. You only need to mix it like if you're making custom colors and things like that, because you can make so many custom colors with that product. And the same with Air Gel. You can make a lot of custom colors. Air Gel does require that you use their dilution liquid. They have their own cleaning product. And also, they do suggest that you turn on, like if you have a dust sucker, turn that on while you're airbrushing. Now, the differences between the two are super, like they're the same, but they're different because what? One, the airbrush paint that's acrylic cannot be used in the same handpiece that you use with a gel-based airbrush product. And at no point in time am I referring to a gel polish mixed with an acetone, because we don't do that. We're only going to use airbrush compatible items. I personally do not mix the craft paints and water because I feel like you can't get the same consistency every single time. And the whole goal of actually doing airbrush in a salon, at least for me, is to be able to move faster. And I don't want to add extra time fiddling with a color. Number three, the distance is important. You cannot hold your airbrush at the same distance for every single nail art. The closer you hold it, the more saturated the color. The further away you hold it, the more diffused the color, right? And so a lot of the nail art that we're seeing with airbrush, it's all looking the same, and there's no differentiation in the layers of the nail art. It's specifically because they're holding the airbrush at the same distance for every single stencil, every single application. So you're getting like either full blast or not enough with each design. And honestly, if you want to see more depth in your design, you're going to want to learn to master moving your airbrush closer and further away while you're continually spraying. Those three things alone are definitely going to change the way that you airbrush nails from this moment forward. Now, being coached on those is very different from just being told something in a YouTube video like this. And that's exactly why I built the Airbrush Elevated course. But if you don't believe that you can get these results with my course, we're going to talk about a few of my students. My first student is Destiny. Destiny found my course after she had been doing airbrush nails for a minute. She follows me on a few of my social media platforms, and she decided to take the leap and grab the course that came with the stencils, the Airbrush Elevated course. The work that she sent me after watching it one time blew my mind. She was able to understand the concepts and the specifics needed in order to sharpen the technique and use it on her clients. Of course, that meant she was able to do a little price increase too and not take as many clients as she was taking, because this is how it works. Once you raise your price, you can actually take less people, right? Then you'll have more free time for your family or your kids, or well, kids are family, or your dog, or just to do yoga or creative projects that you would like to do, because you raised your prices and you gave yourself a break. You don't have to work as many days, or you don't have to work as long hours. Our next student is Starr, and Starr sent me her work after she had been in a course for only a few days. I want to explain to you that this is an interactive course. You also get to add your own work below that only I can see, and you can get feedback on your actual work inside the course. Yeah, Starr was able to accomplish several techniques right in time for the July 4th holiday. And baby, she was giving them that hot fire, which I'm sure increased the revenue that she made that holiday weekend. So if you're thinking, a course can't help me, I beg to differ, it can. I want to explain to you that it's not luck. It's not even specifically talent. It's learning a technique. And what happens is, if you learn it the right way the first time, guided lessons that are showing you exactly what you need to do, how you need to hold, and practice exercises, including the stencils that you need to complete everything, it's going to make your life easier. Starr and Destiny, they're two nail techs just like you. They've been doing nails for a while. They wanted to step their game up. And you know how it is. You've been in a nail game for a minute. You're either feeling stagnant, like you haven't learned anything new and it's not bringing you new clients, or you're feeling like you're doing the same stuff as everybody else. And we all know difference makes the money. People want all those different designs. People want designs from trendsetters. That's why they're bringing you designs of trendsetters. So instead of recreating everybody else's stuff, you can make your own. Inside, you'll master trigger control through guided practice exercises designed for nail techs to get this technique. You will learn exactly how to layer with acrylic airbrush nail art paint and apply those techniques to create consistent results every single time. You'll build a portfolio of signature design techniques from soft gradients to bold statement art that will make your work instantly recognizable. You'll also leave with the confidence to charge what your work is worth. 21 years of experience in every single lesson. The link to enroll is in the description below and pinned in the comments. Now, right now, the course is $97. After this promotion is over, it's going to go to $117 and it's going to stay there. One premium airbrush set that you do in your salon will pay for the course. After that, everything else is profit. If you've been watching airbrush nail content and thinking to yourself, I can do that, you are very correct. You just need to learn the right way the first time. And that's what I'm here for, to show you exactly how to do it so you can get the results that you want and that your clients desire. Remember, the link is in the description. If this video helped you even a little bit, go ahead and give me a like and subscribe. Why? Because it helps more nail techs find this same information and get their skills together as well. I mean, honestly, look at the economy right now. Even though it's crazy, we all still have to work and stuff is getting expensive. So why not double your skills, level up, and get more people in? Like I said, I've been doing nails for 21 years, which means a few housing crashes, a number of wars, and a few economy crashes as well. What I've learned from all of those years is we still actually keep having to go to work. There has never been a point during any of one of these crises, with the exception of COVID, where I didn't go to work. Like, I had to go to work. And in order for me to keep from getting the clients that are, I don't want to say at the bottom, but the clients that don't have the budget for this, I had to skill up. And in skilling up, skilling, in stacking my skills, learning more techniques, it literally helped me in every single economy make the money that I needed to make to feed my family, stay in my apartment, and maybe every now and again enjoy a movie on the weekend. As a nail tech, you cannot stay stagnant and stay in this industry. And a lot of, I'm going to say, a lot of entry level positions are being taken over by AI. We don't have no AI robot that can do nails just yet. So in order to get the top echelon clientele and people that still have money in every single economy, you're going to need to keep building those skills, marketing those skills, showing that you know what to do as far as nail art, as far as application and everything else, to keep getting people who can afford in any economy to get their nails done. And while it seems like, oh, I should feel some type of way, because you can't. You have to provide for yourself, for your family, and the bills don't stop. Like I said, the link for the course, while it's still on promo, is down in the description and it's pinned in the first comment. Come on, join me in the Airbrush Elevated course. It's fun over here, like real fun. Bye for now, and I'll see you in the next video.